Mhm. So, good morning, everyone. So, we discussed it in the last class. So, what is the data? Okay, I'll give a quick recap. Okay, so what is the data? You book a ticket on flight ticket. So, you ordered an Amazon, Zomato, Swiggy. So you're going to do payments using PhonePe, GPay, Paytm. So we're going to watch movies on Netflix, on OTT, and so we're going to get like they're going to get 50 million orders every day. So can you store in the Excel? So it's not like definitely not. So we need to go with centralized system as data warehouse. Centralized system is data warehouse. So what is data warehouse? So is centralized repository. So it's for reporting, analytics, dashboards, business intelligence. And think like if you have hospital domain, project, healthcare domain. So there are different work like reception, pharmacy, laboratory, billing, doctors, incidents. So what CEO needs like so total visited patients in 1 month. What is the total billing amount in 1 month? And what is the maximum sales of any medicine? Okay, and I need group wise and order wise. Okay, and total income department wise. Okay, those things. Okay, so Snowflake based on data warehouse, it's built on cloud, S3 blob and cloud storage. Okay, it is a SaaS model. No need to install anything, just you can create account, you can start using it, username and password wherever you go. Okay, and pay as is model, I have explained what we use. We need to pay for that only. What is active data in the Snowflake? We need to pay for that only. So if there is an inactive, no need to pay. So 10 GB bank data, so active, and this is inactive. So cost in Snowflake inactive. So cost in Snowflake for storage only active data for 1 TB per month $23. Okay. So compute cost difference. Okay. We're going to have. Okay. So legacy data warehouse. Okay. Storage and compute tightly coupled. Scaling or infrastructure was expensive. Hardware and performance decreased as the data value increased. Okay. When data increases, performance decreases. When you have like more videos and images in our mobile phone or apps, it's going to the performance is going to decrease like that. So that's why we are using Google Drive. So new hard disk need to buy high operational costs for like traditional legacy systems. Okay, legacy data warehouses. Okay, so advantage of Snowflake. So separate decoupled structure, separate storage and compute, automatically scales based on workload. Okay, so third one not in use. Or so when we are not using, so suspend when we start submitting the query, it's resume. Okay, like active and inactive and active, and for time travel to access to recover if any disorder, if anything is dropped from the table. Okay, and can't hear sir, or it's only me? Is any everybody listening my voice? Is am I audible?
Yes,
green
it's
green
audible.
Yes.
green packet. So this thing, and for backupping, so explained, so without storage cost we can back up that data. So even database schema tables. While backup the data, we are not getting those RVS policies because of those are related to security policies. So that we need to create again. Depend going to give will done by the admin or security admins. And micro partitions, so we are not working within the Snowflake with the indexes. Instead of indexes we have micro partitions and cluster key. And we know, right, we have 1 lakh records, we want to fetch 76,821 record. So if you want to, if you have one partition, it will take a time and cost. Suppose it things like to run the query 4 minutes and $4. But if you have we have micro partitions like 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, like indexes or partitions. So then it will be when we run the query, it will skip It will scan only relevant data. It will skip the irrelevant. So it will take 1 minute and $1 for the same query 76821 ID. Okay. So here, how it going to organize? It will completely handled by the Snowflake. So no need to worry about these things. Okay, but so think about like in other warehouses, we need to manually. So in some other places, we need to manually write the indexing. We need to do the indexing. We have in school a textbook, right? So first page and second page we're going to have the index, right? So which topic is in the which page. So if you know that directly we can open. If there is no index, we need to search for every page. So it will take time, right? So this one. Okay. So this is 4 minutes, $4, 1 minute, $1. So this is only example. Okay. So eighth one, pay as use model. So we discussed, okay, active and inactive data. Okay. So this thing from this point. So we will continue. So here, my point is, so this is fine. Okay. So from this Aman, Raghu, Sam, Shabat, Venkaprasad, you have any doubt or any question? If you're not understand anything, let me know. I will give the
So
clarification.
is this the first class, second class? Which class is this one?
This like second class. I
Second
think
class.
first
Okay.
class. I told about you like workflow. Okay, good.
Okay.
This is wait. So we are now talking with the what is the data. So before we talked about wait, I will show you. I will show you these things. Okay, this is for others. We talked about like data engineering projects, banking customer 360 analytics. So we talked about technology stock and layers, okay, and source systems. What are the technology we are using? Ingestion, Airflow, data warehouse, and transformations, modeling, reporting. So and complete architecture like bank branches like Oracle. So Airflow pipeline. So we like flow only, not like flow like theoretical, not practical. So entire flow because of why I have explained. So while you can go with the script directly, then you can understand something. Okay, this is for Power BI, modern data vault, hub, link, satellite, business vault, information mods, Power BI, Tableau. So only flow only discussed. We're going to receive data from different source systems, customer, name, account, transaction, so load. Like that only we discussed. Okay, so not in depth. And this is like second class, we discussed about data. So what is the first we need to know what is the data, right? So then only we can work with. So without knowing about data and why many companies are using Snowflake, why every employee are learning Snowflake, why they are changing the technology to the Snowflake because of there is no if there is any layoff, okay, uh, we no need to afraid of those things. Why? Because of we have Cortex A. So it's going to start on August 1st. Okay. Cortex A, right? It's like a generating AI inside Snowflake. So that's why even way like layoff, no need to worry. But we need to learn Snowflake Cortex A and we need to give best prompting, how to ask the question, how to communicate with AI. So everything is going to do right. So that's it. So in 1 year, so out of 100, okay, only 20 jobs, and in second year out of if you take like 20 like 100, 98 going to be gone, only 2% jobs. So updated with the AI skills and who is the best in the prompting and who like hard work and smart work, think fast, okay, learn every day, just 10 minutes any new thing, then you can survive. Okay? This thing clear. So up to here, any query, any question or doubt? If you're not understand anything, or if you need something, okay, let me know. Okay, okay, clear, right? So speak out. If you talk
Yes,
something,
yes.
then I can give more, right? If keep like silent online class, right? So don't be silent. You can unmute, you can talk whenever you need. Don't feel like you are interrupting between. Not. So I'm going to learn something and you're going to learn something and everyone going to learn something. Okay. I will give a simple example. Okay. So we have a restaurant we are running. Think like we are running a restaurant. I already explained here two sections. Okay. One is like stores, one room stores, vegetables, like food, like vegetables, raw food. So second room for the uh, countries like kitchen, like kitchen. So where chefs cook food, where chefs cook food. Then storage, okay, room and kitchen. So we have separate. If you more customers, if customers are more, it means like data is more, customers are more. Yeah. So these customers are more. You simple hide we going to have some more chips and no need of a bigger storage room. We don't need any bigger storage room. Why? Because of we have separate for vegetable, we have separate for kitchen for chips. So if any new customers arrive or more customers arrive to our restaurant, okay, we will hide the chips. No need to worry about other things. Okay. Similarly, here storage stores the data. Compute, okay, process the data. Process means like data loading, insert, update, deleting, transformation, everything. Whatever we do, Snowpipe, everything runs in the compute layer. So compute process the data. So both here independent. That's why many companies are taking the Snowflake. This is, so this is exactly how Snowflake works. Like a restaurant, one room, vegetable, second room, kitchens for chefs, more customers. No need to no need to bigger storeroom. Okay, so we have separate kitchen and separate vegetables and kitchen like that. This is exactly how Snowflake works. Okay, then now we go with Snowflake architecture. So before Snowflake, so here like Snowflake architecture consists of three layers. Is like storage layer. Second one is like compute layer or uh, or query processing layer. Starting used to call query processing layer. After that, it changed to as like compute layer. Okay. And third one, cloud services layer. Okay, we have three layers. So see, think like a restaurant. Same thing. Okay. Here, like storage room, like equal to storage room. Okay, like storage layer. Then kitchen equal to like compute layer. Then we have manager like cloud services layer. Cloud services layer. Okay. So we're going to discuss with some in depth of each one. Okay. So here go to take first this kitchen data storage layer. No need to go with the other things. Everything I will give in the class. Okay. So the storage layer stores all table, all tables. So what are the tables we have? We have permanent tables, temporary tables, transient tables, dynamic tables, hybrid tables, iceberg tables, dynamic tables. Okay. So about hybrid table, these iceberg tables we create on external on the cloud. So like on the S3. Okay. So these are main, the basic tables are, remember, permanent, temporary, transient tables. Okay. So here, Snowflake stores all tables and here files files and data permanently. This thing. Next, Snowflake automatically compresses and manage the storage. So here to compress and manages the storage automatically. The Snowflake going to manage these things, compresses. So everything is handled by the Snowflake. So that's why many companies are moving to the Snowflake. Many employees also changing their technology to the Snowflake. Main thing because of its architecture and users, they do not manage, okay, disks like storage devices completely storing on the cloud, right? And like Google Drive, we upload our 10th, Inter, BTech, other PAN, bank. So whatever we have, we're going to upload to Google Drive, right? Google Drive. Wherever we go, we can handle it, right? Like our even our signature, our passport photo, and important details and files, everything. Okay, like land files, passbook, everything. Okay? So users do not manage disks or storage devices. So Snowflake. So remember, users do not manage disks or storage devices. Snowflake stores data securely on cloud platforms like AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud Platform. Remember, okay, stores in, okay, AWS, okay, 2014 in the as a cloud provided to the Snowflake. Then Azure 2018 and GCP 2019 as a cloud provider. So why I'm mentioning here means, suppose in the resume you have mentioned like 10 years experience, 10 years. And if you go with interview, they ask when you are working with the GCP. Okay, so if you tell from 2014, it's not right. 2020 is back like 2016, but in 2016 we do not have GCP and Azure, so we have only AWS. So that's why I'm mentioning here. Okay, why means you have 10 years of experience, so you need to stick with only from 2018 only we have Azure and from 2019 only GCP. Okay, before that we do not have these things only. We have only AWS. That's why I'm mentioning here. Okay, so everything is important while you have more experience. Okay, so this thing and like simple like you have Google Photos, right? So whenever you upload a photo, like Google automatically stores it. So you never decide which is hard disk or server stores your picture. So similarly, like Snowflake automatically stores your data. So you only create tables and inside records. So here everything else is managed by the Snowflake. So what we do, we upload photos to Google Drive. So we are not deciding where it need to store like hard disk or server. So like that, Snowflake automatically store the data. So we create tables, insert records. We going to create tables. We are creating the tables and insert records. Everything else is managed by the Snowflake. So that is, okay, your story layer. Then move to the compute layer. So no worry. So finally, I will call with how to answer in the interview. So that is main thing. With answers should be like me experience. Okay, woman, not like uh, fresher or from the definitions. Okay. So here, the compute layer is responsible for processing SQL queries. Okay. So compute layer responsible. So my responsibility is to give the real-time work, project work, experience to you, minimum 6 years. So processing SQL queries. Simply, I can move into the subject with the practical, but you need to know. So that's why even it's taking the time. So I'm giving what I know, okay? And I'm learning and I'm giving you. So compute layer is the responsible for processing SQL queries, and this layer going to have the virtual warehouse. This layer so consists of virtual warehouse. So what is warehouse here? So we know, right? We're going to order in the online, okay? And so the warehouse is going to be out of city of Hyderabad. Any if any there is city in out of there is out of outskirt, we're going to have the warehouse. There they're going to maintain laptops, mobiles, everything. Okay. So when we order, so from that we're going to get that product to they're going to deliver with the delivery boys. Okay, delivery boy going to deliver. So we're going to pay some amount to them. Okay, so like that. Okay, compute layer are responsible for the SQL queries, and these computers are going to have a consist of virtual warehouses, not single warehouse. Here we're going to have the virtual warehouses. What is virtual? Nothing but like a warehouse. We stores it's in we stores mobiles, laptops, products like physical here. Okay, online products. Are we going to order online those products? But here we stores the data. Okay, we virtual warehouse stores the data and and runs it. Runs it. Okay, this layer consists of virtual warehouse stores the data and runs it. Stores the data means going to store in the storage layer, not in the virtual warehouse. Okay, it means it going to runs the virtual warehouse. Okay, so gives simple. I will change the word. Okay, that's the queries on the data. Okay, the data will store in the database storage layer. Okay. Now, so next, so whenever we execute query, the warehouse process it going to process it. Okay, so how it going to process first? Like reading data. Okay, so reading, then filtering. So it's like if you are using where class, it's going to filter the data, right? Filtering data. Then joining. If you are joining tables like withdrawal, deposit, current balance, insurance claims. Okay, so you're going to joining tables. Then sorting, like you're going to sort the data. Okay, and aggregating. So is my is it okay like slow or fast?
This is good. This is good.
Okay.
The space is good.
Okay. So aggregating results and each warehouse works independently. Think we each like suppose we going to have multiple virtual warehouse in okay in one Snowflake account we're going to have we are creating account we have three layers. So in compute layer we're going to have multiple virtual warehouse. So think like warehouse one for okay, loading data. Okay, warehouse two for unloading. Okay, so and warehouse okay, here we see warehouse three two having for cleaning data. Okay, and transformations data one warehouse. Okay, and so like dev one test one warehouse. Okay, and production one warehouse and dbt test one warehouse. Okay, for a snow pipe, you know, snow pipe for continuous flow, snow pipe one warehouse. So it means suppose we are loading for that we're going to use one warehouse for cleaning the data, for transformations, for query runs and testing, developing, production, and CI/CD pipeline, one warehouse, CI/CD pipeline. Okay, we're going to use one. Okay, we're going to have different warehouses. Okay, as the requirement. So why? If you use one single warehouse for everything, there are hundreds of users going to work. You are the one user. I am the one user. Now we are 8 users. So but the reporting team, ETL team, DBT team, Snowflake team, Airflow team, Python team, Snowflake Artix, AI team. There are different, right? So that's why if you use single one warehouse, it will slow down. That's why. So we're going to create for each purpose, each warehouse. Okay. So in real time, into they will ask how have you created warehouse in the Snowflake. Remember, if you have experience more than 8 years, just say yes. Yes, I created warehouse. But if you're not having less than 8 years, do not say I have not created, but I know how to create the warehouse. Usually, in the team, the admin going to create the warehouse, not developers, not in list. Okay, admin modeling by architect. We create tables, not even database schema. So database schema created by the system admin, security features, security admin. So that we will see in the next classes. Okay, no worries. So, but as of now, remember we when we have access more than 8 years, just say yes, I created, I know. Or if I'm less than 8 years, just say uh, I know how to create the virus, but I didn't get chance to create it. If I get chance, I will create. So usually in my team, the team is like the admin is created the viruses. Okay, like that. Okay. So because of we need to answer because of there are architect, admin work is different, developer, testing, analyst. Though everyone have different work. Okay, this one. So this one clear, right? So each variable works independently. This means multiple teams can execute queries simultaneously without affecting each other. And think like imagine a hotel kitchen. So food ingredients like remain in the storage room, right? So whenever customer place orders, chefs prepare the food, and the kitchen never permanently store the vegetables. So it simply process them. And similar like computer process the data, storage stores the storage layer, stores the data inside the storage layer. Okay, these things like this. Okay, so I for okay, so this example clear, right? We have integrate, right? Haldi, spicy, chill, salt, curd, so many things. Okay, so we not okay. Those are going to store in the storage room. So whenever customers orders, so chefs going to prepare the food with the those ingredients, and the kitchen never permanently stores the vegetables. Okay, so it's only process them. Similarly, compute process the data, storage stores the data in the storage layer. Okay. Then cloud services layer. Like we see, the cloud service layer acts as the brain of Snowflake. Brain of Snowflake. Okay. It means like manages like uh, users authentication. It means so if you want to log in Snowflake account, you need to have the username and password, right? That is a user authentication. Okay, and security and metadata for everything going in the middle and query optimization. Query optimization. Optimization. And then access control. Then transactions. Okay. And query history. These things. Okay. User authentication services, security, features, metadata, query optimization, access control, transformation, query history. Authentication, username and password. Security like RBAC, data masking policy, secure views, row level, column level policies. Metadata for every table while inside in the data, it going to store in the like metadata. Query optimization, if any query is taking the longer, we're going to optimize that query. Access control, RBAC policies. Okay. And transformations that we are doing we are finding something with the data like total visitor patient, total customers in the bank, deposit control, current balance, and finding monthly withdrawal deposit, incidence details, current balance, total amount. Okay, so these things, that is transactions and query history. So and here we have the query history. It's like if you run the query, this is going to store in the query profile. We can check in the query history. We can there is query profile. For every query, we going to have the history like mm, skews, bottlenecks, how many parties scanned, what is the amount of data is scanned, that data, and and that query and what is the output. Every we going to it stores. Hello.
Yes, sir.
పూర్తియా నీ క్లాస్లో ఉన్నారా ఇక్కడికి వచ్చేసాయి
ఉన్నాం.
క్లాస్లో ఉన్నాం ఇక్కడికి వచ్చేసాయి క్లాస్లో ఉన్నా ఇక్కడికి వచ్చేసాయి So query history, okay? It going to tell about complete query. We have result cache, metadata cache, local list cache, everything going to shows there. Okay, that we will discuss in next steps. Okay, this is it going to done by the these things. Okay, every SQL query first reaches the cloud services layer. Okay, remember every SQL query first reaches the cloud services layer. Then after validation, it forwards the request to the appropriate warehouse. First, it will validation like who is running the query. Does that user having permission on the database schema on the table? Okay, what are the permission he having? If it is okay, then it will forward the request to the warehouse. Okay, so I will give one example like suppose you visit a bank. Okay, and you don't directly enter to the vault. You first meet the bank officer. The officer verifies your identity. If it is okay, he going to check your account. The officer going to check your account. So then he will process your request. So then only operation going to perform. Okay, like only then is the operation going to perform like that. Then only you can enter into the vault. So similarly, cloud services layer validates every request before execution. Okay, so interview question. Okay, explain Snowflake architecture. Snowflake architecture consists of three independent layers. Okay, the storage layer stores all the data. The compute layer processing SQL queries using virtual warehouses. The cloud services layer manages authentication and metadata and optimization, security and transaction management. The separation of storage and compute allows independently scaling, better performance and cost optimization. So this thing, okay. So so rejoin with the same link. Okay, we will go with Snowflake architecture image. Then I will explain more about. Okay, still there are many lot of things inside. I will explain. Okay, how to answer it. Just rejoin with the same link. Okay.